Thank you everyone for joining us here in LA to announce a bumper card of boxing here at the Forum on April 26. Very exciting period for Dazn and Matchroom Boxing USA right now, gaining some real momentum in the market, and this is what we came here to do. Just 6 months in, we've got a number of fighters, 15 world champions signed to the Matchroom Boxing stable already, and these are the types of shows we're here to promote, here to put on. This kicks off a bumper night of boxing in April. Starting with April 26 here, we go on to Jacobs Canelo on May 4th, a huge card. Usyk's heavyweight debut. That will be announced very shortly for May. And then we move on to June 1st, Anthony Joshua v. Jarrell Miller. This is what boxing in the US needs, and this is what it's all about. Firstly, I'd like to bring up our close partners and the Executive Vice President from Dazn North America, Joe Markowski, to say a few words.
Thank you, Frank, and thank you to the wider Matchroom family. All the fighters on stage here and our new friends, of course, at the Forum in Los Angeles. We look forward to putting on a great show with you guys on April the 26th. As Frank mentioned, this is a really busy and exciting time for Dazn here in the US as we enter the next 3 months with what I believe to be the strongest schedule in boxing. This weekend, from Turning Stone, New York, Dimitri Bivol against Joe Smith Jr., March the 9th, live on Dazn. Looking forward, as Frank mentioned, also to June, Anthony Joshua's long-awaited US debut at Madison Square Garden in an exciting clash with Big Baby Miller. And prior to that, as we enter our first Cinco de Mayo weekend since our launch here in the US last September, fight of the year in Canelo Jacobs, live and exclusive on Dazn, May the 4th. The weekend prior to that, though, we'll be delivering fight nights from all of our combat sports partners, the World Boxing Super Series, Bellator, Combate Americas, and this very special card from Inglewood, California. Friday, April the 26th, Srisaket saw Rungvisai against Juan Francisco Estrada for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship in a rematch of a 2018 Fight of the Year. Rungvisai adds to I'm very proud to say, to the growing list of pound-for-pound fighters attached to Dazn, and in Mr. Estrada, a clear number 2 in the division, we have an exciting fight delivered to the passionate boxing fan base here in California. It's worth pointing out, as Frank mentioned, that Matchroom just loves putting on stacked cards, and as a broadcast partner, we very much appreciate that. Daniel Roman against TJ Doheny for the WBA IBF Super Bantamweight title unification. Jesse Vargas, who feels like an old friend now, headlined our first show in the US, making his debut at 154 pounds. And a number of talented young fighters, Anthony Sims Jr. and Diego Pacheco, worth noting, of course. So to our current and future subscribers, we're proud to present you with this spring and summer schedule and promise that this is just phase 1. There's plenty more to come from Dazn. And we appreciate you joining us on this journey. We look forward to seeing you all back here in California in April. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joe. As Joe said, it's a stacked card from top to bottom, and that's really what we aimed to do when we first came to the American market. You've got world title fights, unification, young up-and-coming prospects, and this is what we aim to deliver, and we'll continue to do so throughout the year. Couple of people to mention who couldn't make it today, who will also feature on the card. Anthony Sims Jr. coming off a great knockout win on Saturday night in the UK. He looks to build up in the super middleweight rankings for some bigger fights towards the end of this year. Also on the card, Shakram Gyasov, who fought on our card in Tijuana just over 2 weeks ago. He returns in probably his toughest test to date as he takes on Emmanuel Taylor in a very exciting fight. So that's going to be part of our undercard featured fights on the 26th of April. Firstly, I'd like to bring up now, here with us today, Diego Pacheco. He actually celebrates his 18th birthday on Friday, which means he's allowed to fight in LA. He's had 2 great wins already in Mexico, and he joins us on the 26th of April for his 3rd fight. Welcome up, Diego Pacheco.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank all Matchroom USA team, Dazn, and everyone for this great opportunity. I'm excited and hungry and ready to put up a great performance April 26th, and I can't wait to show everyone what I'm capable of. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diego. And now I'd like to welcome up the latest member to the Matchroom Boxing USA stable, Austin Ammo Williams. He joins us. In just 47 fights, he worked his way up to be the #1 in his weight division in the amateurs, winning a host of amateur titles. And we look forward to seeing his debut on the 26th of April. He'll be competing at middleweight and look to move down, possibly to light middleweight as the years go on. And we're very excited to start this journey. Welcome, Amo Williams.
Hey everybody, first and foremost, I want to give thanks to God because without him, I wouldn't have took all the risks that it took to get the accomplishments that I got out of the amateurs. And I really want to thank Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, and Dazn for believing in me and giving me this platform to really showcase my skill and really win you guys over and be a fan favorite for you guys. I just really words can't describe how thankful I am. This is a dream for me. 3 years ago, I started boxing. Now I'm here. You wouldn't believe it. If I wrote it, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm here, and I'm here to stay. So thank you guys for your time.
Thanks very much, Austin. It's also a pleasure to be working with Sam Kowalski and the Churchill Management Group to guide Austin's career from zero debut all the way through to World Championships, and we look forward to that journey. Now I'd like to invite up to the stage Scott Quigg. He's the former WBA Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, and he looks forward to getting out, based out here in LA, training with Freddie Roach. Looks forward to get out back fighting ahead of a huge year in 2019 and looking for World Championships and to become a 2-weight champion of the world. Now to invite up Scott Quigg.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Matchroom, US Boxing, and Dazn for giving me this opportunity again. Coming off of my last fight in October last year in Boston, got back to winning ways, moved up to super featherweight, good win, second round knockout, and this year now it's about going on again and becoming a 2-weight world champion. I believe I've got the capabilities and I'm still improving as a fighter. And it's working with Freddie now. I've been with him now since 2017, and I still feel like I'm getting better. And like I said, this year is about progressing. This is good. On the 26th of April, we're gonna hopefully, opponent's not been confirmed, or it's not been confirmed of what the fight is yet, but hopefully it's going to be an eliminator of some sort. Put me in line for a world title shot where I'll go out there and become a 2-weight world champion. That's the plan for 2019. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott, and looking forward to seeing him back out and, as he says, work towards a 2-weight world title fight later in the year. At this point, I'd like to bring up now Jesse Vargas, who really kicked off this journey with Dazn. He was one of the first fighters we signed. He featured on our Chicago October 6 show, headlined that card against Thomas DeLorme, and he's back out here now at his first fight at 154 pounds. He's just recently joined Freddie Roach, new training camp, new regime, and I think that's really going to help him as he looks to build to become a 3-weight world champion, which every boxer wants in their career. So at this point, I'd like to bring up Jesse Vargas.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Matchroom Boxing, Dazn, Joe. Thank you, everyone, for making this fight possible, my team. I've had a couple changes in this training camp. First and foremost, I brought in Freddie Roach, and I'm glad that he was able to include me in his training camp, and it's been a great journey so far. I've been training here for a month. It's my first time leaving Las Vegas for training camp, and it's become a great outcome. I definitely feel a big difference. I'm 100% focused on the task at hand, which is April 26th, making my 154-pound debut. And I look forward to becoming a 3-division world champion, just as Frank mentioned earlier. And, follow me on this quest. I'm looking forward to a brighter, greater, and future, where I think that you still have the best to see of me very soon, and it's going to start with April 26th at the Forum. The Forum is a great venue. I've been there a couple times. I've never fought there. It's my first time, and I'm actually excited. That's me coming from Vegas. I'm telling you, I'm excited to be fighting at the Forum because it's a great venue. It's a great atmosphere. Every seat is a good seat inside the Forum, so buy your tickets as soon as tickets go on sale. We have a great show, with Rungvisai against Estrada, Roman. I mean, that's a unification fight, So we have a great night of boxing, April 26th. Make sure to tune in to Dazn, and thank you all for the support. I'm going to translate in Spanish. Muchas gracias a todos por venir. Estoy muy agradecido con toda la afición. Estoy muy contento de regresar al cuadrilátero el 26 de abril. La pelea será en el Fórum de Los Ángeles. Es un lugar donde la verdad se hacen peleas muy buenas. El arena está muy bonito y yo pienso que toda la gente va a disfrutar de una buena noche de boxeo. Tenemos una gran cartelera que hemos preparado. En la estelar va a estar Rungvisai contra Estrada. La primera pelea fue muy buena, la segunda yo pienso que va a estar hasta mejor. Aquí tengo a mi amigo Román, que va a estar peleando una pelea de unificación. Y se me hace que va a ser una gran noche de boxeo, no se pueden perder esa noche, el 26 de abril, apúntenlo en su calendario. Y pues claro, yo también, su servidor, voy a estar peleando ya en nueva categoría, en la categoría de las 154 libras. Ya busco coronarme campeón mundial nuevamente en esta división y ya, si Dios quiere, pronto seré campeón mundial en 3 diferentes divisiones, que es mi meta. Y pues síganme en mi journey, en este camino, ¿no? a la grandeza, a volver a coronarme campeón mundial. Y pues siempre muy agradecido con todo, con el promotor, con mi familia, con Freddy Roach, que ya lo incluimos en el campamento que viene y la verdad ha hecho una gran diferencia. Es un hombre con mucha experiencia, mucha sabiduría. Y pues muchas gracias. Espero verlos el 26 de abril. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Jesse. I think there's a career for you as a promoter when you win your 3rd world title and come back after that. We'll announce details on Jesse's opponent very soon, and that will be a huge fight on the card, as well as the unification bout and the WBC Ring Magazine Super Flyweight title. Now we're going to come on to a very intriguing fight for this card, the WBA IBF World Super Bantamweight Championship between 2 great fighters in Daniel Roman and TJ Doheny. Daniel Roman, again, another fighter who we worked with very early in this journey on Matchroom Boxing USA. He joined the team, he featured on Jesse's card, on the undercard of Jesse's headline fight, October 6th in Chicago, and TJ also joined the team for our January 18th show at Madison Square Gardens. It's a fight we're very much looking forward to, with some huge fights down the road for both of these guys. Ray Vargas, WBC champion, who's promoted by Golden Boy. That's a fight that can be made later in 2019 for 3 belts, and we can't wait to see that. At this point, I'd like to bring up TJ Doheny, WBA Super Bantamweight World Champion, to say a few words.
IBF champion. How you doing, everybody? I want to just say thanks to everybody coming out and supporting this fantastic show. I want to say thanks to my team, MTK Global, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing USA, and everybody involved. This is the kind of fight I want to be involved in. It's a dream of mine. As soon as I got my world title, that's all I've been pushing for unification. So I just want to thank Danny Roman for taking the fight on and wanting to unify the division. In my opinion, it's probably the 2 best 122 fighters in the world going off right now, and the winner of this fight will solidify the #1 fighter at 122 in the world. I'm absolutely privileged to be in such a stacked card from Estrada, Rungvisai, you have Scott Quigg, Jesse Vargas, who are all main event fighters in their own right, and I'm just honoured to be a part of this card. There's a lot of respect between myself and Danny. As you can see, we're 2 very respectful fighters. We don't do any of that trash talk, any of that stuff. A fight of this magnitude does not need that kind of stuff. But come April 26th, when that first bell goes, the respect will be gone out the window, and the fans can expect fireworks. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, TJ. And as you say, a lot of fighters now, they don't want to take these big fights. These guys were straight in to take the unification fight, and that's what boxing's all about, and that's what Dazn are pushing us as promoters to do, and we'll carry on doing so throughout the year. Now, I would actually like to welcome up the WBA champion, but firstly, I'd like to bring up his promoter and our co-promoter in this fight, Ken Thompson, to introduce Daniel Roman.
thank you very much. I'd like to thank Ed Hearns, Matchroom Boxing, and the Zone for bringing this fabulous fight, this unification fight to LA, right in Danny Roman's backyard. These are two great fighters that will be entering Great Western Forum on April 17th to unify what we consider the best of the best. It should be the fight of the year, and we're looking for a great night. At this time, I would like to bring up the new IBF WBA champion as of the 17th of April, the most exciting fighter in the world, Danny Ramon.
Thank you all for being here. I'm excited to be back home here in LA. Excited TJ's here. I can't wait for April 26th. You can't miss it. This is a fight you want to see. Danny Roman against TJ Doheny, the best against the best, champion against champion. Let's make this fight an excited fight. TJ, let's give these people what they want to see. I'm excited. I've been asking for this fight since I won the world title, and finally it's here. So I'm excited for this. You can't miss the fight. If you can make it, make it. If not, don't miss it on the Zone. I'll be live. I'm excited to be here, and thank you, everybody. I know it's going to be a great card, but I feel we're going to steal the show that night. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Danny. And as I say, a very exciting fight, huge night for both fighters, and they can go on from here to even bigger, much bigger fights down the road. But I'm sure neither of them are looking past this one, but they're definitely the two guys who want to look to unify the division and become undisputed champions. Now I'd like to come on to our main event. Unfortunately, Rungvisai couldn't make it. He's based in Thailand, training out there, and with only around 7-8 weeks to go, it was a bit of a long trip to make it over. But this is one we cannot wait for. 2018, one of the contenders for Fight of the Year. And I'm sure this one will be absolutely no different. Over 8,000 people filled the Forum that night. And on Friday, 26th of April, we see an even bigger crowd with the card we put on, stacked card from top to bottom. We see it's going to sell all the way through, and we can't wait. And looking forward to working with our friends at the Forum as well on that night. Firstly, I'd like to bring up to say a few words our co-promoter in this fight from Zanfer, Rene Villas.
Good morning, everyone. Zanfer is very, very happy with this partnership that started building up since I was just hearing John talk about the Madison Square Garden show, and I just remember we were there. We had a fighter with them since first show, and we've been building up this new partnership step by step. About 2 weeks ago, we had another cup promotion in Tijuana. We had a great fights, great show. I think everyone ended up very happy. Of course, we were very honored to host the Matchroom team and the Zone in Tijuana. And this is part of the next step and all the plans we have ahead for Matchroom and the Zone and Zanfer. So we expect a lot of good things coming up, and we also expect this fight to be a great fight. As everybody knows, the first fight was a great fight, and we hope this one is better. Thank you very much. Also, I would like to invite Juan Hernandez from Latin Sports to say a few words.
Thanks, Rene. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us here. We're very excited to be back in LA with Estrada. I believe this is like his 5th consecutive fight here. All of his fights have been great fights. Cuadras was first, and then Sirsaquetz or Rungvisai. He fought Victor Mendez at the StubHub, his last fight. So whenever he fights in LA, he really steps up to the challenge. He's very excited to get the rematch. We're very grateful to the Zone, to Zanfer, to Box Azteca, our TV partner in Mexico. And Estrada knows that this victory or we're counting on the victory. We know it's going to be an extremely tough fight, candidate for Fight of the Year last year, but this fight is going to take Estrada to the next level. He's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in Mexico. He's told me that he's training 100% to win this fight, and then he wants to fight Jafai, who's also with Matchroom, so hopefully we can make that next if he wins this one. He wants to unify Jafai. He wants the rematch with Chocolatito. So this is hopefully the start of a great new era for Estrada. So I'll quickly introduce to you guys the pride of Puerto Peñasco, Sonora, Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada.
Oh, muy buenas tardes a todos. Estoy muy contento por estar aquí de nuevo en Los Ángeles. Gracias a todos por estar aquí.
Thanks, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm very happy to be here in LA again, and I'm very happy to be here.
Bueno, sabemos que esta pelea es una revancha que mucha gente espera. Nosotros la esperábamos con ansia ya hace un año de la pelea anterior y pues estoy muy contento por esta gran oportunidad. Quiero agradecer pues más que nada a mi equipo de trabajo por el gran trabajo que estamos haciendo en el gimnasio, a mi empresa Latin Sport, Juan Hernández, a mi promotor, Sanfer, gracias por la oportunidad, Dazn, gracias por esta oportunidad que esperábamos.
I'm extremely excited for this rematch. I know that a lot of the fans, a lot of people were asking for it. It's exactly a year from our first fight. I want to thank my promoters. I want to thank my trainers. We're getting extremely ready for this opportunity, and we're grateful to Dazn for making the rematch happen.
Bueno, sabemos que toda la cartelera va a ser una cartelera muy buena, muy buenos peleadores, buenas peleas. La gente va a disfrutar de un gran espectáculo. Yo ahorita me estoy preparando al 100%, quiero ese título llevarlo a México, quiero ser campeón mundial de nuevo y yo creo que esta es una gran oportunidad que no debo desaprovechar. Vamos a llevarnos ese título del CMB para México.
I'm getting ready to bring the title back to Mexico. I'm confident that I'm going to win the fight, but I'm also very excited to watch some of the undercard fights. I think it's a stacked card. I like a lot of these fighters that are fighting, so I think it'll be a good card for everybody.
Muchas gracias. Ojalá que no se pierdan este 26 de abril aquí en Los Ángeles, en el Forum de Inglewood, la gran cartelera que vamos a protagonizar.
Thanks again, everyone, and I invite everybody to go to the forum on April 26th. And if you can't go, make sure you don't miss it on Dazn. It's going to be a great show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And as I say, a huge fight in the super flyweight division. The winner of this can go on to take on Kalyafai, another one of the Matchroom stable for the unification for the WBA title as well. As you say, it's a huge night of boxing from top to bottom, and we can't wait to be here April 26th, live on Dazn, Sky Sports as always. I'd like to say thank you to Tecate, our sponsor, as well as the Forum. We look forward to doing our first show at the Forum. It was actually where we first announced the signing of Daniel Jacobs, so it holds good memories for us in our US journey. As I say, looking forward to getting started and looking forward to tickets on sale tomorrow from the Forum, and we can't wait to see you all there on April 26th. Thank you very much for coming. We're going to do some head-to-heads and then one-on-ones with the fighters. Thank you. Okay. We're going to do you and TJ first, and then we're going to
just getting here? Oh, yeah, okay.